right, so I'm here with my friend James. You're a seasoned photographer. You've been with Canon for how long?
All my life.
All his life. So
ever since 8 years old.
And he recently, due to horrible circumstances,
yeah, it dropped on the ground.
His Canon, which was the 5D Mark IV?
Three.
Three.
I still got the 4.
Still got the 4. So he's got the 3 that took a fall. It just decided to kamikaze itself.
Yep.
And you had your eye on the Sony A7III for a while.
Yes.
So what made you decide to go or try Sony?
I've shot with them before.
Shot with them before?
Yes, yes.
What attracted you to the 7III?
Well, I had shot with the first S model, and it was very, you could shoot handheld at 1/60th of a second and never have shake, and it was clear and very focusable. So, and it don't weigh half. Your back don't hurt at the end of the day, man. After a wedding, your back ain't dying.
Right.
Like, please put me up.
I've had the Sony A7R III for about a year now, and then I acquired the 7IIIs. I got 2 of those. So my purpose is, because I'm a hybrid shooter, I use the 2 7IIIs mostly for video type work, and then the R3 obviously for mostly photo because of that 42 megapixel capabilities.
But are you getting the 4?
I can't afford a 4.
Maybe we can split the difference and share it.
The thing is like, if you're going to upgrade to the R4, you're going to have to upgrade your computers and make sure all that's up to date too, because there's 61 megapixels.
Yeah.
I can't get my stuff. It's okay where it's at right now, but if I'm going to upgrade cameras like to that, the R3 is perfectly good camera.
That would equal out though. If you had a 32 gig card, it would be like 6 shots.
Right. Yeah. So it's like, I mean, it's got some pretty cool updates to it and stuff like that, but I'm just gonna ride the R3 out as long as I can.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like just first impressions with your experience with the Sony A7III.
I love it being tack sharp, but learning the focal systems and how to get it to lock where you want to is quite confusing. It's a learning curve, but overall the quality of the photos and everything, I'm highly pleased with it.
Yeah, that's cool. I know a lot of complaints about the Sony menu system. Have you had that as an issue?
No, I watched about 10 YouTubes before I even got it, so I knew my way around it. And then, there's certain YouTubers out there who go slow for old people like me, and I can sit there and go click, okay, hold on, stop, pause.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so, I mean, my experience with the cameras have been pretty great. So, but I've been a Sony shooter for the majority of my professional life. So I've enjoyed it. I'm using the A6400 right now with the Rode Wireless Go, so it's a really good camera just to flip up that screen.
And it looks good.
It's not bad at all. It's just a good, like, on the go, on the fly. You saw how quick it was to set up.
Yeah, didn't take us a minute.
So I like that part about it. I wish that Sony would put more flip-up screens, at least, like even on these cameras.
One don't got it.
No.
Maybe you put a mirror behind it?
You could tilt it, or you get an external monitor. That's the other thing to do. But like all Sony users are like, get that flip out screen so that way we can see stuff.
Well, that was the complaint about the new 4. They wanted a flip-up screen.
We're just waiting. It's like Canon. Like Canon users, video-wise, we're like 4K, 60 frames per second, or like just different kind of video modes, or no crop. Like that's the biggest thing. Like don't crop. Like in all that. Like that's what all the Canon users are waiting for. Sony, we're all waiting for that flip-out screen.
Well, that new little one, it's got it, don't it? The one they just come out with to do 90 frames a second.
Was it the RX4?
The RX 100 or whatever it is? Yeah.
That's, to my knowledge, they got rid of the built-in ND filter, so that's kind of somewhat of a deal breaker for me because I shoot a lot of video.
Yeah.
So being able to, like, I have to put ND filters on if I'm outside in order to keep my settings the way I need to keep them.
Blow out real bad.
Right. So that's kind of a deal breaker to me, and having the 6400. Like price-wise, this camera's under $1,000. That one's, I think, $1,200 or $1,300.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really good for what it is. They just added the microphone jack, which is something that everybody's been wanting too. So for my purposes, I don't think it would be a good camera for me because I can change out lenses on that camera. It's got a flip-up screen. It's got everything I need already.
It's hard to pay $1,200 for a point and shoot.
Right. So if you think about it, like that camera lens it's the Sigma 16, so it's like $300 or $400. So altogether, I have, in my opinion, a better camera with the 6400 than I do with that pocket camera.
Yeah.
And if I need a pocket camera, what am I gonna use?
Cell phone. Yeah, because Tony Northrup done one where he compared, if you do this, you need a cell phone, use your phone. If you do this, this may be handy, but and then he kept going back to how much your cell phones use, because you get the new iPhone 10s and that might put us out of business.
Yeah, exactly. That and like Google Photos, like I don't know if you're a Google Photos user, you'll get these like notifications about stylized photos. They've put together videos for you. I mean, they do all kinds of stuff like that. They'll put panoramic shots together for you, and it's just like this artificial intelligence that's doing stuff that.
It's bad enough when I'm talking to you and I pick up my phone and all of a sudden I see what we was talking about pop up in my feed. Hey, don't you need this?
So, how about, I wonder if it'll work, like I need $100,000.
Money comes flowing out. So that would be cool.
We'll probably just get loan ads now.
We'll get the debt.
Anyways, any other thoughts about your experience with the Sony camera? What's the lens that you're using with it right now too?
I'm using 50 1.8, the nifty 50 or the cheap 50 or whatever it is, and it shoots it wide open with 1.8.
I'll try to throw up some examples of what, send me some examples and I'll put it onto the screen so that way we can see some examples of what you shot. So yeah, again, this is James Champion, a good friend of mine, great photographer. He does a lot of work with, I do a lot of video stuff, photo stuff. We do all kinds of stuff here in our local city, so it's a lot of fun to work with another photographer like this. But I've been meaning to get up with him anyways about trying to find his experience with the Sony coming from a Canon. He's still a Canon user. He's basically using both at this point, gradually going towards the Sony route because your number one reason?
It's because they're mirrorless and they're a lot lighter weight. And
you were saying that Canon's not using.
Canon's too far behind.
Too far behind, and then the one thing that you said.
They got Kodak syndrome. You know how Kodak said the film will never die, will be here. Digital won't last. Canon kept saying that mirrorless is not going to happen, and they waited too long. Even with their top rank stuff they put out, they're 5 years behind Sony.
But you also said Canon is not making EF mount stuff anymore. So
they're switching it to RF like they're finna make a big switch, as far as I can tell from the rumors I've heard.
Right, so it's in your position, from my observations, if you're gonna have to adapt to other systems, you might as well go Sony because they're taking over.
They was head of them several years ago when I shot with a fellow artisan at Sony. I was a production shoot for a wedding, and I was amazed at what Sony could do. And now they're leaps and bounds way ahead of that. So it's a no-brainer. Cool. It's a no-brainer.
All right, you cool if I leave your Instagram down in the comments?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Or the description, I have to say. All right, so if you want to see more videos like this, talking to other creators and photographers, hit the subscribe button. I'll leave his Instagram down below, and I'll catch you guys later. See you.
Thank y'all.
All right.
Oh, wow.